anytime you ride public transportation and you get on that public transportation about the same time every day, chances are you're going to see the same people time and time again. Well, with this one particular lady who I'll call Miss Green because I don't know her actual name, I would see her. She was a dark-skinned lady, about 5'2", 5'3", petite lady. But every time I saw her, she always carried herself with respect. I never seen her in the train in the morning looking rude or looking like she wanted to fight anybody or anything like that. And then it was funny because I remember one day we got off the train. This dude was like, "Hey girl, I want to take you to the beach one day. You know, we go to Myrtle Beach." And she just came from the kind of like hee, laugh, but she ain't suck her teeth or, give him this dirty look. She just blew him off calmly, respectfully. So I'm like, you know what? I respect that. So I decided that I was gonna give her a compliment and it was gonna go like this. "Excuse me, miss, I'm not trying to hit on you or anything like that. I'm a happily married man. I just wanted to let you know I've seen you around in the way that you dress and the way you carry yourself. You carry yourself in a very respectful manner. And I hope that when my daughter gets older that she will carry herself the same exact way." And that was gonna be it. Boom, 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 done, go on my way, be finished, and just keep it moving. So I would say about 2 weeks of finally building up the courage, I saw her getting off the train one day. So she was in front of me, so I walked up to her, I said, "Excuse me." I said, "Excuse me, miss." She turned around, but the way she turned around, it's like, uh-oh. It's funny, as soon as I said, "Excuse me, miss, I'm not trying to hit on you because I'm a happily married man," she turned around and cut me off right then and said, "How old are you?" And I froze because remind you, it took me 2 weeks just to get the courage to do this. So when she said that, it completely stopped everything that I wanted to say and I didn't know what to do from there. So after that, it was weird because when I approached her, I'm thinking I approached her like this. "Excuse me, miss." But after she turned around and said, "How old are you?" it felt like I approached her like this. "Hey shorty, let me holler at you for a second." So after I told her how old I was, I went on with my spiel, said what I was gonna say, and then she said, "Okay," and then walked away. And then as we were walking away, she stopped to say, "I'm sorry." She's like, "Excuse me." She's like, "I'm sorry." She's like, "I'm just having a bad day, but thank you." And I was like, "Oh, no, it's cool, I understand." I was walking away. And she said, "No, I'm really sorry. Thank you again." And I said, okay. And I walked away. When I got in the car, all I was like, "Man, what were you thinking? See, this is why I don't approach nobody. This is why I don't say nothing to nobody. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just kept my mouth shut, just kept it to myself." And it wasn't until later on when I told other co-workers that all of them were telling me the same thing, that man, she said she was having a bad day, and by you making this comment, you probably just made her day. Because of that whole situation that happened, what was crazy about it is then after that, I was doing everything I can to avoid or to stay away because I was embarrassed. She didn't do nothing wrong, I was just embarrassed. But what was funny, I would say like a week later, I saw her getting off the train, so I hung back. But she must have saw me because as we were going to walk up the stairs, she slowed down so that I could catch up. But what did I end up doing when she slowed down? I took off, went up the stairs, went through the turnstiles, hopped in my car, and I was gone. Because I was just embarrassed. And then it was like after that, I just kept running into her. So after that, usually I never seen her when I got off at the subway stop in the morning to go down the stairs and see her at the bottom platform waiting. Saw her sitting down there. Then another day on the same train, another day got off the train, saw her again. It was like, then within a span of 3 weeks, I ended up running into her again. Then the last time I saw her, which was crazy, was my wife was pregnant with child number 2, and while waiting in the office, because it was an OBGYN, so you come in there for all types of checkups. I'm sitting there waiting for my wife to be called. She gets called to the back, and then who walks through the door to the office? Miss Green. I was sitting there sweating, staring at my phone, all types of stuff. Fortunately, my wife came back and said, "All right, you can come back." That was it. After that, unfortunately, at my job, I got laid off, and I wasn't working there for 3 months. And then by the time I came back, I didn't see her anymore, and I didn't see her again since then. Miss Green, if this sounds like a video that sounds familiar to you, and it sounds like a familiar situation, please forgive me. That was just because of my shyness and my awkwardness, and because I was just so embarrassed that I couldn't get the courage to say anything afterwards to be able to explain the situation or just to make conversation. That was my embarrassing moment, trying to get out of my shyness. Like I said, I'm still working on it. I can tell this with you guys because I'm sharing it with people that, like I said, I can share it and talk to a whole group of people. But to do one-on-one in an uncontrolled situation, man, that's spooky. So until I see you guys again, peace out.